Hi, Stacey Bauch here. I'm going to talk about sponsoring today, and I'm super excited because it's my favorite thing to talk about. So first of all, we're going to talk about why we do it. So a lot of people think that they can't sponsor. I'm just not good at this. It's too hard. This isn't for me. You need to make sure that you are not doing it for you. So in the beginning, I tried to get people to join my team because I wanted to get promoted. But what I found is that it's not about me. It's actually about them or whoever that you're helping. So if you're trying to welcome new team members to get promoted, if you're trying to welcome new team members for President's Club or board, it's not going to work. You need to welcome new team members because of what you can give to them. And then you're going to find so many new team members when you start thinking about the person that you're helping, because Pure Romance can bring so much to your life. And I mean, as you guys all know, so does that person need fun? Do they need some extra money? Do they need dance lessons for their kids? Do they really just need to get out of the house and be them? So what can you really give to that person? So it's not about you. When you start thinking about the other person, boom, there it goes. So it's awesome, okay? So you do believe in what you're offering. You really have to know what an amazing opportunity this is, because people will be able to feel it when you're talking to them. Like, Pure Romance has changed your life, and I really want you to sit and think about even the tiniest thing that it did for you, or other girls that you know, and think, why would you be that selfish to not offer that opportunity to others? So sponsoring, your mindset is very important. If you walk around thinking that you stink at it and you're bad at it, you will, okay? So Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right, and that's true. You have to believe that people are going to want to do this with you, because why wouldn't they want to do this? It's the opportunity of a lifetime. So know that you will be great. On the way to my parties, I actually say, I'm going to welcome 2 brand new team members today. I'm going to offer the opportunity to everybody at the party. So it's really important that you do that and you have a mindset that you're great at this, because why wouldn't somebody want to do this? So sponsoring is a very important different parts. So really before the party. So these are some things that I do before the party. I post in the Facebook event, and I post, are you looking to make any extra money? Are you sick of struggling paycheck to paycheck? And I put like a funny little meme in there, and it says like week 1, surf and turf, week 2, ice soup, because I used to be a teacher and I knew how it was to get paid every other week and be broke by day 4. So I put that in there, and watch who likes your stuff. Watch who comments on your stuff. These are the people that are interested in the business, and they are scared to tell you, so you need to reach out to them. So I also post in there, in the Facebook event, an introduction about myself, so people get to know me, a picture about myself, a little bit about me, and then I tell them to add me on Facebook. So some people are even adding me on Facebook before the party, and they're watching me, they're seeing me, and they are seeing that my job is really cool before they even meet me. So your hostess is your biggest recruit lead. She already likes the stuff. She already is having a party. She's clearly interested in this. So you want to make sure that you're asking your hostess if she'd be interested in making the money at the party and taking it over and actually doing the party. Because in the long run, team members are where the ultimate wealth is in Pure Romance. So you might lose a party, but you might gain an amazing team member. I have a lot of great hostesses that turned into awesome team members. So always ask your hostess if she's interested in taking over the party before the party. And even after the party, you're in the shopping room, you're going to let her know, like, hey, girlfriend, I made $500 off of your friends tonight. Like, this could have been you. Are you sure you're not interested? Clearly, your friends like this stuff. I would love for you to share in the wealth with Pure Romance with me. Something like that, okay? So now, when you're at the party, okay? So the second you walk into your party, you're being judged. I know this sucks, but in the first 7 seconds that someone looks at you, you're being judged. We all do it. Maybe not in a bad way, but are you smiling? Are you excited to be there? Are you thanking the hostess? Like, okay, you might have had a bad day. At some parties, I've been literally crying up until I got into the driveway, and then when I walked in, I was like, hey, Sarah, thanks so much for having me. Like, people are surrounded with negativity, and when you come come in and you're happy and you're positive, they're attracted to that. So they're going to want to be a part of what you're doing. And if they don't want to join your team, they'll want to party with you. And if they don't want to party with you, they'll want to shop with you because they like you. So your job needs to look fun. It needs to look awesome. And it is, guys. I know sometimes it might be hard. You might have a bad day, but like, we have a really great job. So sell the job. Like, people don't realize when they're going to a party that this is a job opportunity. I had no idea when I went to my first party, it's a job opportunity. Make sure that everyone at your party knows that you are demoing the Pure Romance opportunity as well. Just like Coochie. Hey, this is Coochie, rash-free shave cream. It's gonna make your hair softer and your skin softer. Hey, you could be a Pure Romance consultant. You can work full-time, part-time, you can win free vacations, you can have fun, you know, and we get to go on trips. Like, it's awesome. You know, like, how are you demoing the business? So, sorry, squirrel brain, side note. So you're walking in, you're smiling, you're happy. If you're not, fake it till you make it, okay? You're at work for 3 hours. You can be nice and happy for 3 hours. I promise you, you'll feel way better after your party, okay? So when people are walking in and you're setting up, what you want to make sure that you're talking to people and you're listening. So you are going to hear people that need to join your team if you pay attention, okay? So they might be saying, oh my gosh, this is the first time I've got out of the house. My kids are driving me nuts. I am so, you know, I need something for me. Whoop, that girl's interested in the business. They might be like, I'm so broke. I don't even think I'm going to be able to buy something tonight. You might take that as a bad sign. I take that girl as, a recruit lead. Like, she obviously needs the extra money. I would be selfish not to offer this to her, okay? So listen and also ask questions. So as I'm setting up, I used to like face not the people, and I felt all awkward and weird, and I didn't say anything until the party started because I was all insecure. But you know what? You just need to be like, hey, you know, how do you know Stacey? Like, oh, how long have you ever been to a party like this? Like, make conversation beforehand because people are already starting to get to know you before the party even starts. So that's going to help them relate to you too. So when you're at the party, you're able to look for leads. So you're able to spot people that are interested in the business, and you'll get better at this as you keep practicing. So when you walk into your party, first off, I want you to think that everyone in the room wants to join your team. You need to make that assumption. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want this amazing opportunity? So I assume that everybody there wants to do this, okay? And so then you're going to find people that want to do this. So the people that are walking up to you, wanting to help you carry your bags, ask you questions in the beginning, they're kind of peeking around the table, they're interested in the business. I make sure that, I ask everybody, but I make sure to pay extra special attention to these people that I'm talking about, okay? So the loud crazy girl that won't stop talking over you, we've all had them, like that was me. She is interested in the business. She wants to be the center of attention. She knows what she's talking about. Like, she could totally stand up and do this, okay? The girl who has every product. So during my parties, I play something called Have It, Love It, where I pass out date night cards and I pick a raffle winner. If someone has a product and loves it, they shout it out and they talk about it. And when someone has all of the products and loves them, like, duh, they are a recruit lead. And if not, they're probably gonna have a party with you. And if not, they're gonna sell everyone else in the room that stuff because they have it and love it. So the people that have all the products usually are a big recruit lead for me at the party. Okay, the quiet girl that's watching you like a hawk. You're like so insecure, so nervous. She's got like RBF. She's like staring you up and down, and the whole time you're like, why does this girl hate me? She is focusing. She's paying attention. She's picturing herself doing what you do, and she's trying to see if she can do it too. That girl is a recruit lead, okay? And the one that asks all the questions, like, what are the ingredients? What does your family think? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, all the people that are asking questions are interested in the business. So make sure that you pay extra special attention to these people and ask them. A lot of people are too nervous to ask you, you know, could you ever see yourself doing something like this to make some extra money? Could you ever see yourself doing Pure Romance part-time? Did you think about doing this like I do? Like, ask a question, guys. It doesn't have to be hard, okay? So all of this stuff is like a recipe. I learned this from Dana Barish, and sponsoring is like a recipe, and you can't leave this stuff out. So it's really important that you're doing this stuff in the beginning of the party. Like, you're coming in, you're being happy, and then one of the first things is the I story. A lot of people feel really uncomfortable talking about their self, but don't. These people think you're the weird dildo lady. You need to be normal to them. You need to let them know that you're a mom, that you have a full-time job, that like you started for extra money, that you love to travel, and that you have 4 dogs. Like, these people want to relate to you, so that's what's going to make them inspired to want to join your team. Okay, so this makes you real. So what you do is you talk about, why did you start? Why have you stayed? What has this done for you so far? And I want you all to think, like, what if this opportunity wasn't given to you? Right? Like, friends, confidence, fun, extra money. Like, maybe it's the difference between people, like, their heat being on and their heat being off, right? Like, why wouldn't you offer this job to people? Okay, so I, just for example, hey, I got started to make some extra money for my student loans. I stayed because it was actually really fun, and I found out I was making a ton of money. I actually ended up quitting my teaching job. I did used to teach elementary school, but now I teach adult women, and it's so much more fun. And what I didn't really think I would gain would be the travel opportunities and the friendships. So if you're watching me tonight and think this is something that you'd like to do, please talk to me. I would love to see that if this is a good fit for you. Let's talk in the shopping room. I'll answer all your questions, or please feel free to ask them out loud. Okay, so I give them permission in the beginning of the party to watch and learn. And go from there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're doing a sponsoring game. And in the sponsoring game that I play is 4 questions. It was 8 questions, but I consolidated it down to 4. I actually put them on the front of my lap board, and I do it in the middle of my party. And so I ask people, like, right after I do the lubricants, right before I do the toys, I say, all right, guys, I want you to grab the little black board from the beginning of the party, and I would love for you to ask me those questions. These are the 4 most frequently asked questions about my job, and whoever asks me question number 1 first gets a card. Go. And then the girls ask, and these are just the same as the 8 questions that come in the kit. I only used 4 of them, and I actually just drop other seeds throughout, sponsoring seeds, like little things about the business throughout my demo. So the questions are like, when do I get paid? And I'm like, great question. And I give them a card. I'm like, you get paid every time you do a party. I take cash, check, card, Venmo, whatever works, Target gift card. And I make money that night. I don't have to wait for a paycheck from corporate. So it is awesome. Question 2. And I go right into question 2. How do I get trained? Thank you so much. You actually get trained by me. I'm not your boss. I'm more of like a mentor or a cheerleader. And we have all kinds of trainings. You can come to parties with me and watch. We have online trainings. We have something called Party School. We have monthly team meetings. The training is endless. Corporate spends millions of dollars a year on training to train us, so we're able to better to teach other people as well. So I love the training aspect. Question number 3, how much money can I make? Thank you so much. Our new girls that are just getting started are making about $200 at every party. So and that's in just 3 hours of time. So it's really great bang for your buck, pun intended. Okay. Question number 4, how much does it cost to get started? Thank you so much for asking. When you get started with Pure Romance, what you get is one of our starter kits. And that's what you put on the table at your first party to talk about. Okay. My girls usually pay it back after their first or their second show. Everything from then on is profit. Okay. And then in worst case scenario, okay, if you don't like it, you get a big box of fun stuff for you to keep at a really great discount. Right now you can get started for as little as $219. And that's worth $500 worth of product. And then I pass around the kit comparison sheets. I laminated them, and on the back of the kit comparison sheet I put a post-it with the current sale prices, so I can always change those in and out, and I pass that around. So I also ask if anyone has any other questions. Usually they don't, but if they do, they're interested. Okay, so ask, does anyone have any other questions that I did not list already? So after that, I say thank you guys so much. What I need you to do now is I need you to flip over that Hey Let's Connect card from the beginning of the party, and I'm going to ask you guys some questions on the back real quick, and then I go through the questions with them. Question number 1, who in the room do you think would be great at this? Who do you think that would be a fantastic Pure Romance consultant? Include yourself if you think so. Okay, question number 2, what did you enjoy most about the party? Okay. Question number 3, tell me a little bit about you. Are you a mom? Are you a secretary? Are you a student? Okay, question number 4, what is the worst bill you have, the one you hate the most, right? Does anyone want to share? Oh yeah, rent, car payment, insurance. Oh yeah, I completely understand. Okay, question number 5, what would you do with an extra $800 a month? And I say a month, not right now, because if you decide if you want to do one party a week, 4 parties a month, you can make an extra $800 at your part-time job. What would you do with an extra $800 a month? Would you travel? Would you pay down debt? Would you shop? Would you save? What would you do? And then I go around and I ask every woman to say what they would do. So I start with my hostess and I'm like, Sarah, what would you do? And she says it. And then I go around in the circle and I use their names because now they're dreaming, okay? They're thinking about what they would actually do with that money. And then I get to the last question and I'm like, okay, guys, I know I told you guys you make an extra $200, our new girls that are making that, if you want to make an extra $800 a month part-time, or even just do one party a month. Some people just do it online. It really is whatever fits in your life. If you're interested in any information, I would love to work with you, okay? At the bottom, you have yes, no, or maybe. I would like you to circle 1 if you want more information about the business and you'd like to work with me. No does not hurt my feelings. It's totally fine. I need clients. I get it. It's not for everyone. And you don't have to write maybe just to be nice. But if you are really a maybe and have more questions, or if you're a yes, circle that right now. I'll get you, we'll get started talking in the shopping room, see if it's a great fit for you. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And so then I go into the shopping room. You want to make sure you're talking to them in the shopping room, looking at the back, saying, "Oh, I saw you wrote circled yes or maybe. Like, would you be interested? What did you like most about the party? What kit were you looking at?" Okay, I like to ask them questions like that. If they're ready to start right now, I say, okay, let's get you started. And I fill out the PRCEF for them. If they're not ready, I will schedule a phone call or a text message. And I'll be like, okay, do you prefer call or text? Okay, great. I'm going to follow up with you. We can go over your questions. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. Make sure you talk to these people in the next 48 hours at least, guys. 24, I would say, even the next day. You want to get them while they are excited. Okay. Make sure you follow up with them, be excited about the opportunity, know what you can share. I have so much more to talk about. So if you have more questions, ask your sponsor and we can totally make another video. But I love sponsoring. Know what you're offering to people, be excited about it, and make sure you ask everyone. Don't feel stupid. Okay. It's just like your party. You're going to get better with time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.